Hey you guys, it's me KC. I'm back with another video, and I'm here to give you all my first impressions of Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. Now this game came out in the eShop yesterday, and I didn't know anything about this game until yesterday. Until I looked on the NintendoLife.com website and they said, oh, here's a list of games that are going to be in the eShop today. So I was like, oh, okay. I looked through the list. I was like, ooh, a free-to-play game. So I decided to download it, and I didn't try it out until today. Now, I'm going to explain this game to you, and it is going to be very hard to explain. It's going to be very hard to describe. So I want you guys to actually search for this game for yourself. Kind of look at it. Kind of look at the gameplay footage to, further educate yourself of what the game is kind of about. So, basically, this game, in a nutshell, is about a dog who is a manager at a store. He sells sporting goods, but he noticed that his business isn't as good as it should be. And he says that it's probably due to the fact that kids are normally in the house playing video games instead of going outside in the open outdoors and playing sports. So he's decided himself to take it upon himself to be more competitive in that market. So he decides to create a new game, which is a baseball game, to try to, create a business out of that. So he creates the baseball game on the spot. It's a cartoon, it's a video game. It's no explanation. He just makes it on the spot. He tells you to try out the demo. He also tells you to watch one of his kids. And he actually, while you're talking to him, he actually gives you stories about his wife, his kids, and he's talking about, the video game, and he's talking about how it's affected his business, and you get to have different choices in how you talk to him. So let's go back to, him watching one of his kids. Yes, he tells you to watch one of his kids. So the game is already a little bit wacky and zany, and it's got that Nintendo touch to it. I can't describe it, but you can tell when Nintendo has done a game because it's very original. It hasn't been done before. It's a very original game. So he tells you to watch one of his kids, and the kid is saying that, oh, I can show you how to play this demo. Once we go back to your place, I will show you how to play through this demo. So you take his kid along with you. It is basically a puppy. So you take the puppy along with you back to your house, and you guys pop in the game in the system, which is called the 4DS, and they're trying to poke fun. It's actually a console instead of a handheld, and it's funny. They poke fun of Nintendo kind of things within the game. It's very funny. So you jump. You have the 4DS, which is a console within the game that that you're about to try out with the demo that you got from the puppy's father. So the puppy is actually showing you how to play the game. So you pop in the game into the 4DS, and the puppy says, this 4DS is really immersive. You can literally jump into the game. So I forgot to mention that when I'm talking about me or myself or within the game, the character that you control is a me character. So your me character in the dog jumps in the game, and you get to try out this demo. So the demo is about playing baseball. What do you expect? It's about playing baseball, and it's about hitting the bat on time when the pitcher throws the ball. So all you have to do is just press the A button at the right time when the pitcher throws the ball to you. And depending on the timing that you hit the ball, you get points for it. And if you get enough points for that particular challenge, you get to advance to the next challenge. And there are 5 challenges within each variation of how you play the batting game for that demo. But you only get to try out 6 different variations of the game, or 6 different challenges of the game, because it is a demo. So after you play through everything, let me go ahead and tell you how the game is, what I thought about it, as far as like playing the little batting game. The batting game is very fun. I think Nintendo really did their research, because when you hit the bat, the crisp sound of the bat when it hits the ball is very addicting in a way. And I think Nintendo did some kind of research on how sound, how humans react to certain sounds. You know how on the Xbox, you get an achievement, or the PlayStation, you get a trophy, and it's this sound that really sounds good. And I think what that does is it encourages you to keep trying to get these trophies, because you just want to hear that sound. It's very soothing and it really sounds good. So Nintendo has used this as a mechanic, a game mechanic within their game, to make it a little bit different than everything else. So you hit the bat on time. When you hit the bat on time, they encourage you to actually wear headphones so that you can hear the crisp sound of the bat. And I was wearing headphones and I was thoroughly enjoying it. So I tried out all the challenges and I beat all 6 of the challenges. And the son says, which is the puppy, he says, okay, since you're done with all these challenges, let's go back to the shop and maybe we can talk to Dad so he can negotiate with you so that you can actually buy this game. So you're talking with the dad, and the game is kind of giving you side instructions and telling you, depending on the way how you talk to the dad, depending on if you're talking to him the correct way, talking about his like emotional problems, or problems that he has in life, or problems that he has with his kid or wife, depending on how you approach the problem, you can get a discount on these games that he's made. So he's made all of these games, and there's at least maybe 8 different games that you can buy, and they're all $4 each. But the catch is that although these games are $4 each, they're real time $4. They're real money. They stressed that in the game. This is real currency off the eShop with your own money. You have to purchase these games. But the catch is that you can negotiate these prices by talking to him about his problems. Now, I don't know how small you can mark down these prices, but they said that you can have certain discounts within the game. Certain discounts within the game. So, altogether, I did all the adding up of all the games that he's made, and they're $4 each, and it adds up to $40. And I'm all like, oh, okay, so this game was supposed to be $40, even though it was a free-to-play game, but it's encouraging you to try to buy the full game. And it's strange because it's never been done before. They're actually trying to work with you in the real world while playing a game. Like, they're actually playing with your money within the game. And I'm all like, that didn't really sit right with me. Like, I'm sitting up here negotiating with him on how I want to purchase this game in real life. Like, in real life, or IRL, in real life. I gotta negotiate with him in order to figure out how to purchase this game in real life, really, it was very weird. I gotta tell you, it's very strange and weird that they made purchasing games part of the game. They made purchasing the game, this game, Rusty's Real Deal Baseball, part of the game itself. I was all like, wow. So, I mean, like, wow. That's all I have to say. That was my first impressions of Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. From what I've played, as far as the little demo goes that you try out with the puppy, which is his son, the manager's son or whatever. You try out the game. The demo was fun, you know. I enjoyed it. They were like little mini games. They're little bite-sized chunks. I enjoyed it. I beat them all. But the fact that they're actually playing with your money and they're using that in order to make a game out of it, you know, that didn't really sit right with me. And people may have their own opinions and may be up for judgment or, you know, whatever, but it really did not sit right with me because this game is free to play and they're making a game out of how you're supposed to be purchasing these games. It just didn't sit right with me. So with that being said, that's my impressions of Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. Post in the comments below how you felt about it or what you have to say about it. And with that being said, I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.